as told to me by a former police officer. I was a young patrol officer working the midnight shift. We got a call of a disturbance at an apartment complex. As I got closer, the stench of decay hit me like a ton of bricks. There were also some children's toys scattered around the room. And in the corner, I saw something that looked like a human figure, only it wasn't breathing and it didn't move. I walked over and asked, "Is this a person or a dummy?" Then I felt something wet trickle down my arm. To this day, I don't know what happened in that apartment, but whatever it was not of this world. I turned around and saw that it was coming from the ceiling. It was then that I heard a voice in my head say, "He is not dead. He is merely sleeping." I could see the form of a man lying on the floor through the window. I tried the doorknob and it was locked. When my partner arrived, I told him to look at the ceiling. As he was staring at the ceiling, he said, "You need to get out of here right now." He then grabbed my arm and pulled me out of the apartment and down the hallway. We didn't even make it to the stairwell when we heard a blood-curdling scream from inside the apartment. We both looked at each other and then at the door to the apartment. At that moment, we both knew we needed to get out of there. I started to kick in the door and scream, "Get out here, you crazy bastard, let me in." After a few minutes of kicking, the door opened and what I saw made me want to puke. The woman who called in the complaint said that she had heard screams in the apartment above hers and that someone had died there a year ago. When I arrived, I could hear the commotion as well. Blood-curdling screams in the middle of the night. When I got to the second floor, the door to the left was slightly ajar. The room was filled with what looked like hundreds of pill bottles, mostly filled with water. I ran out of there and called for backup. As we were running down the stairs, I could feel something or someone watching us. When we got outside, we both took a deep breath and tried to calm down. We called in a full unit to do a welfare check on the residents of that apartment. When they got no response, they went in and found a man and a woman in their 30s lying on the floor, both of them possessed. And I mean really possessed, like the Exorcism movie Possessed. They were covered in scratches and bite marks. And the woman's eyes were wide open and staring straight up into the ceiling as if she were having a seizure. It was one of the scariest things I have ever seen. I still can't sleep with the lights off.